What's good, YouTube? I'm here for a special market watch, and this is actually not a prank, bro. I'm joined by GlasgowYGO, and so I noticed there's actually 13 pages of Blackwings on TCG Player. I guess one of the most supported archetypes ever, and there's actually a lot of money to be had there in terms of what's relatively a deck that just doesn't show up in the meta being worth money. So if GlasgowYGO, it's his favorite deck of all time, and we're gonna go through here and look at these prices and just see how he feels about some of these. So first off, Ultra Blizzard, I guess that's the highest rarity from Legendary Collection Yu-Gi World, is $3.50, and it actually quickly rises to $4. There's like only 3 sellers under $4. How does this make you feel?
Oh, I mean, Blizzard's good karma. 1 card Goyo. Like, what more could you want?
Oh no, you can't anymore. You need an Earth for that.
Okay then.
It's a 1 card Brio, I guess.
Sure, let's go with that.
Alright, Black Whirlwind, every single version is worth above $2. The Ultras here, low of $6.50. I actually haven't seen what the Super's worth, so we'll look at the next. But both the commons are actually like $2.30 plus. And let's go ahead and look at what a Super will run you. It says normal 10, light play, light play, light. Oh, not a single mint on the first page. Weird. It's like Blackwing players are rough with their cards.
We're looking at probably a good solid
11
plus
bucks.
like 3 long term out of this card. Is no wonder it's rising in price. This thing can like search Shura, who attacks and then gets another monster, so that's +2 there, and then you like, yeah, it's just endless pluses. It's
So,
worth it.
It's actually pretty insane, like what these cards are worth for not being like in the meta at all. It's just the love of like this archetype that has so much support just drives it.
Excuse you, not in the meta. Okay.
Ooh, not in the regional top list. I haven't heard of an invite with it in a while either. So every version of Blizzard's actually
news.
every version of Blizzard is worth something actually. $1.45 for the rare here, or no, this is the gold series 3 common. So the common's actually worth $1.45. Like seriously, there's 13 pages of Blackwings. I'm not even kidding. I'm just going to everything that's worth like $1 plus. This version of Blizzard is $1.16, the actual OG rare. So the common's oddly worth more than the rare. Duelist Pack 11 common, lowest is $1.45. So again, the common worth more than the rare. I don't get it. So we go to Bora the Spear. This actually surprised me. Even the common versions of Bora are $1.20 plus. So if you have these sitting around, you actually have $1 each. Like it's
baby.
It's worth half a Fairy Tale Snow, I guess.
Yeah, for sure.
And here's the Duelist Pack 11 common as well. Or is this a rare? This is yeah, the rare. And we see that it's $1.50. So this rare is worth more than its common. Let's see here. We keep going. We go to the ultra rare, which is actually a whopping $4. So it's just like, if you have these cards sitting around in your trade binders, like, don't just like, if somebody says dollar, you know how people will go through binders and be like dollar, dollar, dollar. Don't be giving these away for dollars, actually. Like,
okay, yeah, we'll keep that in mind.
You actually have almost on every single card more than dollars. Like, it's crazy. Oh, by the way, if
the black, I know all the Blackwings came in ultras like recently.
Yeah, in Yugi's, or yeah, it's 5Ds, not Yugi's.
I'm sure there was something else.
I'm pretty sure it's just here, the LC 5D.
Okay.
But I do want to say, me and Glasgow settled our beef in a duel off stream. Don't worry about us. Gale Ultra Rare is $2.38. It's lower. I think that's because it has a super rare version as well, so you have multiple holo versions of it, unlike the others. So you see it's sitting at like $2.30, quickly $2.50. But again, it's just like people will try to get you on dollars on these all the time, and they're not. So we see the lowest gold is $1.80, so basically $2 here as well. It's just like, you know, if you've been trading and you're like, people offer you dollars, and you're like, oh right, well you're kind of taking 50%. Here's $1.50 lowest on the OG rare as well, similar kind of to Blizzard. So again, you would be taking like a 33% loss at $1. And this one actually surprised me. I don't even see this one really getting used. But it's $1.60. It's an old Duelist Pack Ultra, I guess, from Duelist Pack Pro. So it kind of just surprised me that it was even worth anything, but it just seems like a lot of Blackwing cards are worth money.
That's straight up neg 1. Yep.
Yeah, here's Kalute Ultra 350. It also has a super, but we'll get into a surprising version of it in a second. At $10.50, Duelist League Blue with only 4 sellers. How do you feel about a $10 Kalute?
I'm actually checking out the European site to see how much this Duelist League one is, and I think
it's actually a prank, bro, because they're on eBay for $230. So it's just kind of that, it's kind of that reminder to check both sites, because 75% savings. You can almost get every single color of Kalute at $2, but yet it's $10 over on TCG Player. He actually had to check. I wonder how many people like pause Market Watch and go and look it up and then come back to comment like you're wrong, and they keep watching the video and they're like, oh.
Yeah.
So we have Blackwing Graham, the Shining Star. The Super is actually from the Special Edition is surprisingly $230. I do believe he's actually a generic. Yeah, 1 tuner plus 1 or more non-tuners. So I guess that helps him out. He's 5 generic, which there aren't too many of. Zephyros, I found this funny. I just wanted to point this out. Zephyros, the most usable one, reprinted in a structure deck, is actually worth the least out of like all the Blackwings. He's like under 50
Gale's
cents.
the best one.
Gale? Oh, I would say in the current meta, Zephyros would see more play than Gale.
Zephyros is best in not Blackwing decks.
Yeah, you mill him. You send him to the graveyard. You do all sorts of stuff with Zephyros. I would say...
I don't disrespect my cards like that.
I don't disrespect Gale. Hey, Gale made it to the FNL list. Where's Zephyros? Oh, wait, he has that built-in clause of once per duel, so you don't need more of him.
Yeah, exactly. Like one, man.
The Ultra is actually also a low of 425 for the first ed. So again, it's just like if you have an Ultra Blackwing, the trend seems to be $4 except for Gale. Weird. You call him the best, but he's the least. Weird. This Ultimate Raikiri is actually $430. So like it's just funny. He was one of the last Ultimate rares available for Blackwing. I can't foresee the next time we'll get an Ultimate rare Blackwing since they're not in the sets anymore. But
I actually didn't even know he was Ultimate. I knew it came out in the Mega Pack and it came out as an Ultra, but they made it an Ultimate as well. He's actually the best one, legit. He's so good. Yeah,
he is actually pretty good. But it's just funny that he's like probably our last Ultimate Blackwing ever, unless they start doing them in some kind of other pack again. Oh, and this one was funny. It was just a hero click. If you search Blackwings, it's the very last thing that comes up, and he's sold out. I guess he's OP.
What even is that?
It's a prank. It's called a hero click. Yu-Gi-Oh has hero clicks. You didn't know about this?
I know what it is, but like I don't know who he is specifically. Is that a real guy?
Yeah, it says Hydra, Masters of Evil. So it's from set Nick Fury, Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., so he's from Marvel.
Nice.
All right, so on to the real Market Watch. Cyframe Lord Omega is...
What do you mean real Market Watch?
Ooh. Well, that Market Watch was in case you had Blackwing cards. I don't know how many of my watchers might. Actually... Tell me in the comment section below if you were actually helped with your Blackwing cards. Like, oh, I might have let those go for dollars. But Cyframe Lord Omega is up to 50 from its price of 44 earlier when I pointed it out. So it just seems to be back to its kind of price that it was staying around. 49 low on eBay. Definitely deserving. I also did a combo video on Gozuki, but I want to point out that while it's $2.50 now, that there will be more of them printed than the average card because there's only, 38 reprints, and then there's 3 reprints per packs to there's 2 reprints per pack to 3 new cards. There's only 38 new cards. So, like, Gozuki will be pretty easy to pull overall, so there will be a high quantity. I actually expect it to go down before it goes up, but I expect it to eventually go up because it's a very busted card. And I think we're about to see a lot more Shiranui decks actually hit the meta. And we see over here, it's about the same price, but I do expect it to go down before it goes up. So I would just be watching it for when it hits its final low point. And then I did a video of me getting my ass beat by the Vylons, and Epsilon is actually worth money. I quoted it in my video. Some people doubted me. He's always been worth like $2 plus. And what's funny is the DT version is actually worth like exactly the same as the secret rare. So if you want to hollow out your decks for free, boy, your Vylon decks. I see the non-reaction from that. You're like, ooh, gotta get some Vylons. But if you seriously did want to hollow it out, it actually might be cheaper to get a Hidden Arsenal version, or a DT version, than a Hidden Arsenal version. It's just funny that the DT foiling. So,
fun fact, that was the very first deck I ever lost to. Like, proper, like, deck that I lost to. I took an agent structure deck to locals, and I got beat by just Vylons just equipping and hitting me really hard.
But
didn't draw on it.
we've squashed our beef. I'll link him in the video description at the end here. But thanks for watching, boys. Anything to wrap up your favorite archetype being shown off in a market watch?
I just want to say that we don't need to be super valuable. We just, it's we don't need to be worth hundreds like fucking stupid champion packs, whatever. We're just everyone can play Blackwings. You're all welcome. We don't sell out, so y'all are welcome, and we don't disrespect our cards by sending them to the graveyard, except Zephyros. But we don't do that.
We don't sell out unless we're Blackwing,
basically
the hero click.